All right, how's everybody doing out there in Mathmagic Land? That's right, Miss Muscarella coming at you. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to get started on the investigation for our polynomials unit here. Now, the very first thing that we're going to do for part one, you're going to look at leading coefficients, degrees, and end behavior. So you'll be presented with a function. We'll take a look at this very first one right here. And when we look at that, the leading coefficients, I'm going to highlight that here in yellow. That is just this number that's sitting right in front of the variable. So leading coefficient, you can see here, there are several of them that we've already highlighted. So what you're going to do is just say LC for leading coefficient. On that first one, it would just be 6. On the second one below that, it would just be 2. On the ones across from that, we would have values for our leading coefficients of -6. And then leading coefficient here would be -2. So those are all going to be our leading coefficients. Now the degrees are in a little bit different spot. The degrees, now there is none right there. And here we have a 3. So on those two, the degree on the first one, that's just 1. The degree on the second one, so here on this one, of course, our degree would be 3. So you're just going to go through and complete that for each one of these here in part one, and do the same thing down here in part two. And in each area, you're going to go ahead and describe any patterns that you notice. Then, when you get down to part three, about the leading coefficients and degree from a graph. So now we're going to take a look at a picture, see if you can determine, based on the graph, if the leading coefficient and the degree of the function, whether it would be odd or even. So this first one, would the leading coefficient be positive or negative? Okay, that's what we want to do. The sign of leading coefficient. So what this means right here, the sign of leading coefficient, so it's going to be positive or negative. So we want to analyze that. And then the degree of the function, whether that is going to be even or odd. So we don't have to know the exact degree, at least not yet. That is going to be coming later. So that's what you got to do for this investigation, and that should be it. All right, thank you guys for watching. I look forward to catching up with you soon. Peace out.